Hello, welcome back to Up and Running, and thank you for tuning in. Today we continue the series of the Gotaleden. It's this wonderful trail, and we're covering it all. Last year I stood exactly in the same spot. I was filming the stretch from Lerum to Alingsås. And when I reached this point, which means about 8 kilometers left to reach Alingsås, a major storm came pouring down exactly where I stand right now, and I chose to bail out. That means that I didn't cover the full length of the trail from Lerum to Alingsås, so I'm going to do that now, and then I will do Alingsås to Vårgårda. Here you can see the sign of the Gotaleden. From Alingsås you take a bus from the center of Alingsås to a place called Hol, spelled H-O-L, and there you have the final stretch, which is 22 kilometers all the way to Vårgårda. Let's go for it. So once you turn off from the motorway or the bike path that runs parallel to the motorway, you get on this smooth dirt road and run for a few hundred meters before we turn right onto an actual trail. And there you see, it's time to turn right. But you have to do the following. Look, there's a little tunnel on the other railway, and if we just take, 50 meters down, we have this amazing place. Good. After that beautiful view, let's go for the trail. And start with a climb, which we like, of course. Many of you will be hiking this, and that's of course wonderful too. This part of the trail is shared by the Gotaleden, which is the blue signs, and the yellow signs, which are the Potatisleden, which is a 16k trail outside of Alingsås, very nice as well, and approximately 350 meters of elevation gain in total. So it's a great trail run or hike if you are visiting Alingsås. So it's a little bit up and down. I do meet people here sometimes, but not a lot, and I wonder why, because this is amazing. It's so beautiful out here. Honestly speaking, I think this is the nicest part of this stretch, out in the woods. Okay, and here you see we shift. We have the sign Gotaleden to the left. Here you reach this point, and if you're tired or you're perhaps hiking and it gets dark, there you have a place to sleep, even make a little fire, cook some food. I just want to make you aware that you see this trail is pretty wide, and here you have to turn right. It's very easy to miss, just to keep going on, because we're turning actually into a minor trail. So as always in hiking and trail running, don't lose track of the signs. You also have these bands on trees to show you the way. Beautiful trail. We get to this path, and here we turn left and we leave that beautiful trail. From the place where you leave the motorway when you're running on the bike path. 3.2 kilometers in the deep forest, if you want to call it that way. And then you come here, and as you will see, we'll soon back in civilization. Here we come out on the road. I always like to give a helping hand to people in trouble, like this little worm. It's gonna dry out there, so now hopefully he can live a little longer. Here we just go around the roundabout. Not that way, over the bridge. We turn right, and you've already seen it before, but we're very close to Lake Mjörn, big lake, wonderful place to explore by foot or by boat. It's frequent to see wildlife here. You know, I've seen foxes and hares and deer, of course, and you know, birds of different sorts. So it's like a little oasis here of wilderness, very close to town. Very good. Off to the camping. It's getting crowded here. Another great place for a quick stop with a view. And we merge with the bike path, and we keep moving along the coast of Lake Mjörn. People kayaking out there. Welcome to Alingsås' own beautiful sandy beach, the famous Playa Mjörn. Mjörn is the lake and Playa is of course beach. Not a lot of people here today. Wonder why. If you have time, you can rent a kayak and get out there for a while. Very simple. We're gonna cross the bridge here as we approach Alingsås. Let's say hello before we turn right. Hello, buddy. How are you? No, too busy eating. Here we turn right to a place called Congo. Some kind of similarity to Congo in Africa, I don't know really, but it's like a swampy area, and they built this deck so that we can enjoy this ecosystem. Here we come out. Basically what we've done here is, on my previous film I came all the way down from Lerum through Gotaleden until here, and there I got hit by rain, so I bailed out and I got a car drive back home, and now we just started here at this turning point, and we've done the trail part, 3k more or less until here, and now we are here exactly on that red spot, and we basically just have a straight line into the city center where the stage ends. Let's go for the final K, maybe 1.5. I'm just gonna take a quick detour If you like flowers, this is a must stop. Pretty hot. Okay, let's go back on track. Back on track. And this is Nullhaga Slot from the 1800s, which is now a cafe, and they have like exhibitions and different events. And this is the school where my kids went, middle school. Let's get to the lovely city center of Alingsås. So this park right here has played a key role in the life of this town for 300 years. I'm getting there. It's a lovely evening. So here we're approaching the church, the original one. Let me just run around so you can see. At the very back you can see the train station, and that's where we stop. So let's do that final dash to the finish. We're at Hulskirka bus station. As you can see, we're here to cover the final stretch of the Gotaleden that runs all the way from Gothenburg on the west coast of Sweden to the town of Vårgårda, about 22 kilometers from where I stand. Officially, it means I'm gonna cover the two final stages, stage 11 and stage 12 of the Gotaleden. As I have explained in my previous videos, this is of course a hiking route, but very runnable and enjoyable. So if you're a hiker, a walker, a trail runner, you'll love it basically. Start jogging up the hill. We have the plan for today. We're right here at Vårgårda, and we'll run the first half to Horla, approximately 10 kilometers, and then take 11 or 12 kilometers all the way to Vårgårda. Hello guys. We turn left here and we follow this gravel road until we cross the motorway. We pass under it, you'll see it, and then on the other side we will go out on single track trails. So here, like 1.5 kilometers from start, we have a little bit of climbing, but on a very wide road, and we are gonna cross the motorway, and just like that we're out on the trails in the beauty of the forest. Let's see, I just met two hikers, exchanged a few words, but we'll see how many people we meet today. It's Sunday, but to be honest, I don't expect to meet a lot of people. 2.5 k from start, a perfect bench if you need a quick rest. And we get along the Gotaleden, which is a trail that I've run around this area. It's like a loop of 14.5 k. They have this wonderful information about the history of the region, you know. Let's move on. It's a beautiful section here. Kudos to all the people who maintain the trails. The trails and terrain vary a lot, which is of course fun. Yeah guys, I'm supposed to be helping you to navigate and enjoy the trail, and I just realized I went off course. No more signs, so I'm just going back, and we'll see how far. Where obviously, as it always is in trail running and hiking, if you don't pay attention, you tend to stay on the main trail, and that might not be the right way. I can't believe I missed it. You know, I came to this arrow, which I filmed earlier, and just because it was only orange, I thought it was another trail. There was the little mark of Gotaleden was not there, so I just continued for 1 kilometer at least, which I ran, and then now I just walked back, and of course the arrow is pointing very clearly left, but it didn't say Gotaleden. And right here we have the little sign on this bridge, so stupid of me. So pay attention and you'll be good. So we leave that wider trail, and instead we take this narrow one. Here we turn right to another single track, a lake, a big lake. Vårgårda. Let's take a moment for observation, to take in the views. Not a bad picnic spot. Back to the trail, which is down there. Right to the side of the trail there is this shelter, well equipped. If the night catches you, looks nice and clean, mostly. Seems like we're leaving the forest, at least for a while. This was so funny because I looked at the sign here as we enter this natural reserve, and I look down, and the first thing I see is exactly this little guy, one of these small lizards. You don't see lizards so often in Sweden, so it was cute, but it disappeared in the grass, so sorry I can't share it with you. Very cool. You really see traces. Oh my god, there are a lot of mosquitoes and flies. See traces of people who lived here. There's stone walls. You can see that there was probably they had cattle or sheep. At the back you can see a little hut. Wow, what a spot. I'm a bit curious to see that little wood cabin up there, so I'm just taking a small detour. Simple table. fireplace. So cool. Oh, there's a broken window here. We found a sign with a bit of history and explanation. Fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna head back to Gotaleden so we can continue our journey. Stage 11 completed. I am in Vårgårda, a beautiful place by the lake, but I had a little incident. I tripped while looking at the lake. I missed a stone and I took a fall. So nothing serious, I'll survive. Oh, now I see the sign. Okay, here we go. We've done this section and we just ran along the lake. I took my fall and now we're gonna do a stretch that looks much longer, but actually it's just slightly longer because it's a little straighter, all the way to Vårgårda. Final stage of the Gotaleden, or first stage if you start in Vårgårda down to Gothenburg. Here we go. Okay, a little bit of tarmac as we leave Vårgårda, but we are moving on to an unpaved road here, seems like. Stream running. Yes, indeed, we are running along the Seveon. Very tranquil and pleasant here. And so this water will be running by my house in, I don't know, a few days, I guess. We turn left here. So at this point, I've run approximately 5k, a little bit less than 5k from Vårgårda, and it's all been on dirt road, very much like this kind of environment, countryside, open, you know, beautiful, but in a very different way than the stretch between Hol and Vårgårda. Approximately 7k to go to Vårgårda. And a little bit of history here. To Gothenburg through Alingsås. I guess it was the old way. Let's keep going. They say this puke sten, and on is something worth a short detour, 100 meters. Wow. All right. I'm not sure what it means. You can find this on the website. I found it now, puke sten. Up on a hill 300 meters south of Siena Church stands an unusually tall and beautiful stone in the forest on a sign called puke sten. Okay, so there are two legends about it. According to one, the stone is said to have been erected over Queen Sigrid Storråda, who lived at a time when there were many kings in Sweden. It's said to have died here on her farm in Siena at the age of 87. We will never know, of course. It is also said that it was her son, Edmund, who erected the stone, without either a Christian cross or a Thor's hammer. So whatever happened here long back in history, we play tribute to you people who lived before us. Only been on the tarmac since the bridge, but now we have arrived at the church, Siena Church. Beautifully placed here. I'm gonna see if we can just look in here for a sec. The wooden tower. This looks like a new part, and this looks old. Indeed. It's roughly 1.5 km from the bridge, and here we turn right and go back on a dirt road with approximately 6 km to go. A little bit less civilized here, and some big oak trees. Oh, we're leaving the dirt road. Let's see where this goes. Beautiful section here in the forest, but very easy path. And there we have the sign Vårgårda, Gotaleden. 4K. Let's run that and then I'll go home, take a shower, eat a lot, lie on the sofa. If you're enjoying any of this content, this video or any of my other videos, I appreciate if you can give me a like, a comment, just share your thoughts, and if you find a reason to subscribe. All right, 4K to go. Back on the tarmac, it's getting windy. We're soon there. It says 2.4 to Vårgårda, and as you can see, we're getting close to the city. There's a lot more traffic. Let's see how this works. We have to cross here. Oh, there's a bike path, so that's the way. Now we head towards the city center. And here we turn right. Another little climb. Seems like we're going in circles, but I guess we're not. Entering the city, I think it's just a few hundred meters left. It does look like Sunday. Not a lot of activity. Well, my GoPro died with 200 meters to go. We're here by the train station in Vårgårda. Now I am quite tired. 23k more or less for me. It's really 22, but I took a wrong turn, so that added some distance, and it was quite hot. I ran the runnables at a relatively good pace, and of course a bit slower in the forest, but in total an average pace of 5:40 per kilometer. Oh, here it is. Here's the end, the confirmation that we've done it. So the final sign, we're by the train station. We covered this today to Vårgårda, and then this long stretch which was quite different, more countryside landscape. Here a little bit of forest before we came into Vårgårda. Soon you will have all the videos from the Gotaleden, the full 99k, and you find them all in my channel. Of course, I'll be adding links in the description. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you enjoyed the trail even more. Go for it, it's it's beautiful, peaceful, and energizing in all ways. Okay, take good care. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and see you in the next one.